True story, new story, two-story condo, B&B.
Hey, what's up?
Key
My
life,
gosh. It
B&B.
has been a time trying to get on this thing tonight.
Quarter million new views, old
Let me
news,
rock out
nobody
until I
heard
get
about
y'all
it.
in
Extra,
here.
extra, read about it, headline, word around town,
Hmm.
flexing. Falling on my course, the I ain't worried about nobody out of town, stressing. Feeling like Hercules, murder these pussies ain't a problem to me.
Oh,
Time
this
to
be
tell them
cursing.
they
I gotta
don't
filter
want
this
me,
mess
let me
out.
bring it condoms to me.
What's up? I can't even see my chat right now.
Extra, extra, read about it. Say you want
Hmm.
beef about it. We gon' come and see about it.
Oh, there we go.
Flexing, like discreet about it.
Let's start.
Extra, extra, read about it.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Amina Rose. Amina seen it. We were having some technical difficulties. I'm trying to find my chat right now. Here we go. There we go. Hey, Sharon. Hey, to Marcus.
Extra, extra, read about it.
What's
Say you
up?
want beef about
I
it.
love you guys
We gon'
coming to
come
see
and see
me,
about it. Flexing, like discreet about
watching
it.
me grow, watching me begin. You guys are amazing and you are so supportive. I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys. Let me see. Tell me how I sound. Anybody tell me? Can y'all hear me? See me? Oh, Sharon, you're amazing. She said, I love your show. Hey, Stephen Harris. All right. Let me see if I take off these headphones. If I sound bad, y'all gotta let me know. I like being cute sometimes. Anyway, so I put in the system and AI was talk about confident women or something like that. So that pegged and I'm like, y'all really want to hear that? How a woman develops their confidence because oh, thank you. So good, good. You can hear me. Thank you, Sharon. She said she can hear me. All right. Okay, so yeah, they talking about confident women. So I know a lot about that because even though I am confident today, yo, I had the worst. When I was young, I used to walk with my head down. And I felt that way, to be honest. How did I build up? Let me see. I'm gonna be honest. Failure. Failure has helped me become the woman that I am because I have picked myself up over and over and over again from the bottom. Like there's times where I lost everything and rebuilt it. So it's like I am who y'all really think I am who I really believe I am. I believe that if everything is taken away from me, I can get it back. But how are y'all feeling today? How was y'all weekend, guys? I mean, how was y'all week? Really? We in the midweek hump day and we are going to get started. Do y'all have any juicy discussions y'all want to talk? Because I am all open and I'm ready to spill whatever y'all want to hear. Let me see. Because I know y'all in here. Y'all gonna make me pick out the hat. Hmm. Sharon usually don't curse. I'm not even gonna show that because that's crazy. Anyway, let me see. Okay, fine. We will just start off with let me see. Gosh, the topics. All right, fine. I'm Amina Rose. I started off with abandonment. We're gonna go back. Since nobody want to talk, we're gonna go back. Abandonment. Abandonment has been a gift to me. You could choose if you want to cry about it, complain about it, but for me, it has been a gift. Because I started off with nothing and I was homeless at 16 years old, my vow was to never be homeless again. So everything that I get, I earned. DeMarcus says something. Hmm. Something the popular people in school not it when it becomes to adults. Something the popular people in school not it. That's true. Like the popular people, when you start off in school, they are not the same person. Like I remember I was so unpopular, but then it's like when I grew up, there was like Amina looks, that she looked good. Like she grew. I took care of myself and stuff like that. And some of the popular people, I don't know what happens. How do they fall off? That is a question. I don't know. That's weird because I do know a lot of people that were popular, and it's like the underdogs usually are the ones that make it in life. And that being said, I know a lot of gentlemen, and I guess the women laughed at them when they were younger and they became very successful men. And they like, nah, nah, nah. Y'all want to deal with the players and the hustlers. Don't deal with me now. And I guess that's why a lot of times the women that were popular and they had a lot of stuff going on, they double back to these guys and these guys don't even want them anymore. So they say, I mean, most of them, they could be a little bitter, but that is what I hear from a lot of guys that are, and I guess Kevin Samuels will call them the high value men. Sharon, thank you very much. Come on, y'all. Maybe. Okay, so we got Sharon. She said maybe people are that way. The popular people fall off because they are they get a laziness and have an offset with diligence. Okay. Okay, loud enough. They said, "Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary." What kind of anniversary is it? Loud enough? Mm. Come on, people. I want y'all to give me something juicy to talk about. I want to really talk, but y'all gotta like, anybody got any questions? I am open to questions right now. Mm. What's going on at 9 loud enough? Be ready. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. So I don't know what loud enough is talking about, but I would like to know. What's Diddy and Little I don't know. What happened with Diddy and Little Dirty? I don't know. Who's Little Dirty? Hmm. Okay, guys. I guess I'm gonna have to come up with my own topic because nobody wants to help me out today. Fine. We got it. I got you. Let me dig into my box of tricks. What happened to me during today or this week? Mm, I heard about Diddy. Okay. Thank you, DeMarcus, for saving my life up here. Gosh. He said, what made me grow out of my shell? What made me grow out of my shell? Um, what made me grow out of my shell? I don't know. I learned to value myself. I did a lot of shadow work. Like if something happened to me, I never blame other people. So I empowered myself by giving myself to blame for it. So if somebody did something messed up, like if I dated a guy and he was crazy, and it was like, girl, you saw the signs, you stayed in the situation. How could you pick better? What made you attract yourself to this guy? So I guess part of the reason by coming out of your shell is taking power back. So I don't believe anything happens to you. I believe everything happens for you. Like, I don't know if you ever had like a really bad situation or something crazy happened to you, it depends on how you choose to deal with it. If you choose to cry about it for the rest of your life, then you'll never get up. But if you choose to say, you know what, I learned the lesson and I'm going to use this to make myself better, then the doors will open up for you. I promise you. Like I am a living testament. And I don't know where my guys are, my day ones are right now. But if they ever show up in this chat, they will tell you. Like I just figure out solutions. People tell me no, and the only thing I'm thinking is how I'm gonna go around it. What am I gonna do to fix the situation? Because I'm a beast. I do not take no for an answer. No Diddy. No Diddy. Hold up. When it comes to other people, you know what I mean? Like I mean, not in that way. But when it comes to myself, I don't take no for an answer. I don't believe somebody's going to hold me down. And I read a lot. So if I admire somebody like Warren Buffett, I follow what he does every day. He reads like a book every day in the morning. He wakes up. So I read a book in the morning. I read what the wealthy people are doing and stuff like that. I take out. So the thing is, people that gossip a lot, low vibrational. But if you're around, y'all heard the saying, if you're around people that gossip, as soon as you get up, guess what, girl or guy, you're next. They're going to talk about you. So I don't hang around people like that. I hang around people that uplift. And you know what? I always make sure that I am probably the weakest one in a group because, like in my gym, everybody was doing 2 miles, in 20 minutes and they're just running and stuff like that. Now, when I picked back up in the gym, I was slow, but I wasn't going to quit. And then I hire or I go to instructors that are not going to give me sympathy. And the ones that don't give you sympathy, if they work you, that means that they see a lot in you and they want to push you to your best. The ones that quit, that's how you know if you're weak and if you're strong. Like if you go to the gym and they work you too hard and you like, oh, I quit the next day, you're weak. You got to get it up, get it together. I'm just saying, like, other than illnesses or whatever, you just got to get in there and go. So that is another thing. And then eventually, what do they say? Shoot for the stars. If you miss, you still no, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you still land amongst the stars. You're still going to be high. And if you hang around people and you're like the slowest one, the weakest one, when you get out into the real world, you're gonna be one of the strongest ones. So I always do that. Yes, Sharon. Sharon, you're amazing. Stephen Harris says, God bless him for be here in spirit. Of course, of course, of course. Sharon says, small minds discuss people, average with events, and great minds discuss ideas. That is true. That is why a lot of people, birds of a feather, flock together. So you got to pick your circle. You got to pick who you want to be around. And you got to watch like your boss. If you don't like your job, just work on yourself when you come home from work or school or whatever you do, just work on yourself more than you work for those people. But still, if you need it, work on yourself because then you become more valuable than a lot of people. Come on, guys. We got to get to the juicy stuff because I've been through a lot, guys. And I'm open like a book. Maybe not that open. Listen. Come on. Let me see. What else do y'all want to talk about? I mean, I'm a Virgo. Do y'all even want to hear what do y'all want to hear about? Because I know y'all don't want to go on and on and on about me. But even though I share my experiences, I don't care. Like, I believe my experiences is for y'all to everybody learns off of other people's experience because I don't want to go through stuff. I don't know what that means. Sharon, sometimes you be typing a lot of stuff. Okay, DeMarcus Van asks, would I date outside of my race? I'm not opposed to it, to be honest. I'm not opposed to dating outside of my race. It's just finding someone that I'm attracted to outside of my race, And if I can vibe with them, that's pretty much how I see it. Sharon, what happened to you today? I hope you're good. I hope you're really good, girl. Mm. I mean, is anybody like how do y'all feel about dating outside of your race? I don't feel any other way. Oh, okay. Sharon, you had trolls. You got to ignore those people. Listen, some people are sitting at their computer miserable and stuff like that. They are like, you got to understand, don't let them affect you. You're going to be good. You're going to come up. Don't worry about what other people say unless you will switch places with somebody. Don't worry about what these people are saying to you. Like I had thick skin from when I was young. I could care less. The Marcus says he is glad I'm open minded. Well, Sharon, you're not gonna do that, I'm sure. Sharon says, well, I'm not gonna say what she said, but some people are trolling Sharon. Guys, I am falling off here. This is the hardest lie. So your friend said that. I mean, Sharon, are they really a friend if they're gonna say negative stuff to you? That's the stuff that we gotta kind of think of, you know? Hmm. Let me look for a good topic. Cause let me see. Great topics. Search for great topics. Oops. My phone is connected to this mess. Hold on, let me unconnect my phone. Google Trends. Google Search Console. Let me see. Create social media. Come on, guys. I'm dying out here. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Gosh, I don't have anything else to talk about because y'all are not. Hmm. All right. Let me see. All right. Sharon, listen, if somebody is talking about you or saying stuff about your friends, like you can just dismiss yourself from the situation and walk away. You don't have to sit here and take nothing anybody else says. And Sharon says somebody has always been nice to her, is being mean to her. Like that's so irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You gotta, I mean, in my opinion, you gotta grow thick skin, you know. People will talk, especially when people are miserable. That's what people do. It's not a big deal. I like just alligator skin, roll off your shoulders. Hmm, what else is going on in today? All right, y'all want to talk about a little bit of Diddy? Diddy, I don't know. In my opinion, Diddy has always been a rude person. Um, but will I stop listening to Total and my childhood music? No, I will not. Um, but these artists work hard, you know, and he had a lot of talented artists around him. So we all good with that. Let me see. Y'all are killing me right now. I mean, y'all are killing me right now. Listen, y'all not gonna leave me here hanging on this live. I'm texting one of my friends because somebody got to come here and have some conversation. Give me a debate. Give me something. Mm. Sharon, people are gonna troll. I don't spend that much time on negative energy. She keeps saying people are trying to troll her or her friend. People troll. That's what people do. Like if people put a whole bunch of negative stuff, I ignore them. It's all good. Let me see if I could call somebody to talk to or something because I am crashing out over here. And that's fine. Let me see. What did I go through this week? What did I go through this week? So, a lot of my friends are prospering and I'm extremely happy for them. And I love to see people win. So I'm supportive of that. My homegirl, she just opened a new business. It was very nerve wracking for her, but she pushed through it. It is her passion. I always show support for my peoples. And she's about to grow. I think my friend is going to be a extremely successful person, and I'm always willing to give my support and love. And I love to see my people win. Amina, I need to debate DT King. Debate him about what? What is DT King's talking about? Mm. You know he got a strong personality, but yes, I'm open to debating with him. Where is DC Kings? He said he was showing up. Where is all my people? Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Listen, y'all got me out here hanging by myself, trying to have some great conversation. Hmm. Thank you, Demarcus. Thank you for showing up for me. Demarcus says, how do you feel about older women dating younger men? Oh, you want me? That is DT King's situation. I mean, he was debating about that. How do I feel about older women dating younger men? I really could care less. Like if they like what they like, let them date who they date. Like I don't be in people's business as far as who they should date or not date, as long as it's legal. We're all good with it, you know. Um, but women got their own reasons, but a lot of older men date younger women. So I mean, to each his own. Why not? But why do I think they do it? I mean, sometimes, oh gosh, I'm on live and I'm sitting here. Yo. um your wife is 2 years younger than you, Demarcus. But what does that mean? That's nothing. That's not really that's nothing. That's like y'all might as well be the same age at some point, you know? Did you get married young though? When did you get married, Demarcus? Um, and how do you like being married? How about that? I'm scared to get married. I'm gonna be honest. I used to want to do it. It was my dream to get married. However, all of a sudden lately, I feel like I don't want a judge to come in and like if it doesn't work out. Not that I'm praying for it to not work out, but I don't want to have to pay a judge to sit there and tell me what I can and can't do and how much I have to get or give him and stuff like that. I mean, because I feel like I know I'm going to be extremely successful. So, and I'm okay, right now. I'm not crying and stuff like that. But and then I got to worry about his finances and stuff like that. And I got to worry about what happens if he loses his job and the prenups and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think marriage is that important anymore. What do y'all think? But it's nice to like walk down the aisle and have your friends and family there. But the paperwork from what I'm seeing lately is like Why even bother with that? Sharon says, I feel like you will meet Mr. Right. Yeah, but I'm not looking. I'm really not. I'm on my grind right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have time. Um Now if I meet someone that's really decent, then by all means, but it's not like I don't be going out to on dates like that. Like if I have to go out on a date, it's because you really have to you really gotta like stop me dead in my tracks. But as far as me just wanting to go out on a date just to go out on a date, I value my time. It's so valuable to me. And I could be home, I could be hanging out with my son, I could be on YouTube growing with you guys. I love you guys. Amazing. Um, I could be working on my craft, my stocks, I could be studying stuff. Like I know. It sounds weird, but I'm on a grind. I got goals. So unless they're like in line with me doing my goals, I'm pretty cool with that. I know I was on a live earlier with Monique and stuff like that, and we were talking what about separation and divorce rates and stuff like that, and why people don't stay together. I mean, it's a lot going on with society, but I guess we got more options. It's okay not to want to be together. But then yeah, there's this thing that's big now called, addiction with watching videos and compromising positions and stuff like that. They said that it messes up your frontal lobe, and it's harder to engage or be realistic when it comes to making love to your mate. I really got to do these kindergarten words, and that's killing me. DeMarcus says, I love being married and sharing my life with my lady. Aw, how long you been married, DeMarcus? I want to know that. But that's nice to share your life with a lady and stuff like that, Because I guess y'all get to grow together and stuff like that. But how old are you? I'm a little older now, so it's like I'm over certain stuff. So it wouldn't really be growing together. So you got to kind of be already grown. Sweet Daddy says, it's not important now. It's not important. It's not important now because society makes it less honorable. Oh, he's talking about marriage. He was like, it's not that important because it's not as honorable. That is true. Um, but I'm saying, what if your wife? So my views on a woman wanting to get married and a man not, like, I don't know. I don't know. Because maybe she wants security. Because so I had a friend, and he had a woman that he had kids by, and he decided that he had a lot of money and he didn't want to get married to somebody that was not working or would not work that much. And she eventually left him and got married. So he ended up extremely sad about the situation. And I don't know if he ever got over it, but it seemed like he doesn't even have regrets because he's just scared of getting married anyway. It feels like he's in a headlock. So, with that, I would just say he needs to work on his self. Like, everybody does. I don't know if y'all know what shadow. Oh, the market says he is 41 years old. Okay. Okay. We're in similar age. All right. But did you say how long you was married? Yeah, 2 years. No, 2 years younger than you. Yeah, you didn't tell me how long you was married. Mm, The right Okay, so Sharon says the right man will be wonderful and will be a beautiful romance. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want, Sharon, it's amazing, A lot of people want to be swept off their foot and stuff like that. I like to be courted when I am dating, even though I'm not like really, again, looking to date. I mean, I like hanging out. You know what it is? I like to study, do my work, do what I need to do. And if I feel like going out, it'll be like random, like, oh, I feel like going out for a few minutes. But I don't like to be held to something and constantly upkeep or I know it sounds crazy, but that's just the stage I'm at in my life. I have done a lot, been through a lot, and right now I'm loving getting to know me. And it sounds like a cliche, but I am dead serious. Sweet Daddy says men are scared of being scammed through marriage. Marriage is not looked at as a life band anymore. It is more frowned upon to get a oh, it's not frowned upon to get a divorce anymore. That is true. Um yeah. You could get a divorce and it's like going for a jog now. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. But the courts are making a lot of money off of it. So that's cool if that's what you want. But yes, men are some of them being scammed now. But a lot of men don't even want to make that kind of commitment from what I see, you know? And Sweet Daddy says that's a lifetime bond. I mean, it is. A lot of people don't like to be constricted. It feels weird. But I love, you know what? But I love DeMarcus says, I've been married for 5 years, but she's from Jamaica and showed me her culture. That's good. That's good. I like it. Like for people that love being in love and is in love, like I really love it because I love to see that. It's amazing, you know? I mean, where did y'all meet DeMarcus? If you don't mind answering, curious about that. And how long did it take you to realize that you wanted to get married? And if I have any men on here, how long does it take a man to realize that they are ready to get married? Now, because I have some thoughts about that. I'm feeling like if it's over 5 years or whatever, the likelihood of a man wanting to marry you is probably more slim. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I think my personal opinion, I think a man knows within 2 years. I don't know. Hey, OT Lungs, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you because I'm dying in here. How you doing, OT? OT, are you married? I'm curious because we was talking about men being married. DeMarcus says men think marriage not for them and it's for the woman. Men think of marriage not for them and it's for the woman. I don't know. You know why? Because I know a couple of guys that they get married because they're like they don't want to be the old person with nobody to take care of them and stuff like that. I don't know. No, you're not. OT Long says, no, I'm not married. I didn't think that. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't think that, OT. Cause um you pretty strong with that no simping thing. Like like strong with it. The Marcus Van, he says we met in Jamaica and it took him 3 years to marry. Aw, kudos, Demarcus. Did you feel pressure, Demarcus, or you just felt like it was time and this is what you wanted? And what was your reasoning for wanting to marry? OT, I don't think you want to get what I don't know. I'm gonna let OT. She says, Sharon says OT does not want to marry her. OT, do you even want to get married? That's the question. Curious. I was just telling that I don't think right now I'm not for the marriage, particularly because of the judge and divorce and separation and the financial situation. And I don't like asking permission for stuff. I just like to be for now. That's just the mindset I'm in. Never. Okay, OT. See, that's the kind of vibe I get from you. You don't want to get married. See? And I don't like assuming. So I was like, let me let you answer that question. Cause I don't assume nobody wants, anything. I don't put words in people's mouths. No diddy. Mm, let me see. What else do y'all want to talk about? Y'all can't ask me anything. I am an open book. I want to know about you guys. What do y'all do? Let me see. What do y'all do when y'all are dealing with haters? I'm gonna tell you what I do. Oh, wait. The world, OT, I kind of agree with you. And I don't think I'm gonna always agree with you much. But OT says this world we live in now, marriage is not necessary. I see, but I do like the strong family bond. I'm not gonna hold you with that. I do. It's just I don't like what's this guy? What he's going to? He married Jenny Ma. Um the whole situation, the fact that it's just so publicly messy and you got to go through your assets and everything and I don't want people going through my assets to be honest. Sharon says it's completely cultural. It's cultural. It is. But like I said, I might change. I used to really want to get married. And again, I still like the two-parent household, but I don't think it necessarily has to be a bonded marriage with that because then again, sometimes what happens when you get tired and you want to get divorced? Can you get divorced? You got to divide assets and everything else. It's just, ugh, please. OT, okay. What? OT says marriage is about trust, and you can't trust none of them now. Trust none of them. None of them who? Women, men, or just nobody? Or do we got trust issues over there? But true. When people get mad, they become a different animal. I am not gonna lie. I don't trust anybody when they get upset, except women. I am a woman, OT, so I am not gonna agree with you all the way. So, men has to agree to let women go. Okay. Yeah, so you don't trust women, but that's okay, OT. I mean, maybe so you don't want to settle down, so you want to be a bachelor for the rest of your life. I gotta ask you, OT, how old are you? What else? It is. No, no. He said it's a vicious world out here. Trust me. It's a vicious world. Yes, I'm gonna give you that. But there are some good people in it. Everybody's not messed up. Everybody's not evil. Everybody's not out to get you. Some people. Okay, you a baby. OT says he's 34. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what they say, from what I hear, that a man has like 3 times to get broken hearted before they ever trust again. And then a lot of times they just won't trust again. Or they get stuck in their ways. But if you're a man in the chat, let me know what you think about that. The market says celebrity marriages are different from regular marriages. I don't know. I think it's more phony sometimes. But they have to deal with a lot more pressures than we do. They got to deal with influx of people wanting your situation or wanting your man. You got now regular people, they deal with haters every day, but you get so much more haters if you're a celebrity. You got to times that by 1,000, and woof, it's a lot. People want to see you out. People want to make storylines. People want to do speculations. Sweet Daddy says we don't follow gender specific roles. A lot of people can't even settle on the fact of what gender. Oh gosh, he's gonna get me canceled. The Lord made. Yes, but if you know what you like and but the thing is, if two people know what they like and they both agree on their gender specific terms, I mean, what does it make? Like right now, not right now, but I love masculine men. I will say it and I will always say it. And I don't want to mow the lawn and take out the trash and stuff like that. I mean, I will take out the trash, but I don't like doing stuff like that. I like to clean. Because I like my house nice and neat, and I will cook. I think I like to do other stuff like stocks and study business and stuff like that. But that's a different. So I'm like old school when it comes to that kind of stuff. Sharon, you think everybody's gonna meet a wonderful person. I like your vibration. Okay, OT, very real conversation. He says, I love having fun with the women I choose to give my time to. I'm just out here living my life at this point. Let me tell you something about that, OT. When you're dealing with so many different energies, you do know you taking in their trauma too. Yes, I am a little like, but I pay attention to that. You're letting a lot of people into your world, into your bed, which brings me, they all coming in your house, OT lungs, or you doing hotels and stuff like that. What do you do? You just living your life. Like, I don't know. Don't you think that gets overrated sometimes? But I can't put my opinion on you, but I personally feel well, I never really been into that. When I like a man, I like a man for their mind. I get seduced mentally, not physically. Well, I mean, you got to be cute too, but I really get seduced mentally. He likes having fun with women. I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. And if you don't deal with a couple of sane women, you have like a whole bunch of drama. He says he's always off site. He's not inviting all these women in his house, but still, you're sharing a bond with these people, and you're taking on traumas. You have any kids, OT? I'm just curious because you a Rolling Stone. But as long as you honest with these ladies, it shouldn't really matter. And if they want to have fun too, then I guess that's on them. But you're young, so you know. Oh, and you don't have kids? He living his best life. You're fine until you get tired of that. How do I feel about thank you to Marcus? That's a good question. How do I feel about open marriages? Open marriages is not for me. And I know that because yes, I I like to be numero uno. And all of this, the same love you give to me, I don't want you sitting here loving somebody else that way because I'm very passionate. I'm very one dimensional. So when I feel you in my spirit and my body. I'm sharing myself with you. I don't want you to take that and then go and take that into somebody else like that. And I feel like, ew, I'll get disgusted. Like I don't want, I don't, I'm not. Do you have an open relationship, DeMarcus? What do you think about it? Because you asked about that a couple of times. And I know you married. So curious. And Sweet Daddy says, you also share your blessings by not settling down. You also you also share your blessings by not settling down. What the heck do you mean by that, Sweet Daddy? How do you share blessings because you're not settling down? Because you sowing your seed to the world? Is that what we saying? Or you feel like you making a lot of people happy? Mm. Mm. Honesty is pivotal. So he's saying at least you're being honest with these women, OT. So we all good with that. Mm. Oh, she's getting on him with Markeisha. Markeisha, like OT Lungs is vouching for the character in BMF who is so seductive and is um teaching Terry the game by being an older woman and showing him she's springing him out in the bedroom also and trying to control him to be against his brother. But OT was like, he likes that. So Sharon is like, I want to be motivational like Markeisha. Sweet Daddy says, the same way you take in other people drama. Okay. No, Sweet Daddy, I don't agree with you. We're going to agree to disagree. So, Sweet Daddy is pretty much saying that because I said if you're in too many different people, you're taking their drama and you're taking their pain and stuff like that. So, Sweet Daddy is saying that you're taking on their emotions as well. No, that he's spreading goodness to them, just like some people are spreading toxicity. But all it takes is one toxic person to get into your energy. And let's be honest, we all walking around here unhealed and stuff like that. I gotta be watching my hands on these lives. Yo, I'm not used to being on camera like this. This is crazy. Nah, what he said, OT Lungs, I might be a little too honest. Honesty is always great. I don't think you could go wrong with honest. Honest makes you on the same page with somebody, and that's just how I like it, you know? OT says he brings positive vibes to people and they have a great time. I hear you. I hear you. I don't know. I still think people get into drama. Let me think. Do I know any situations of people getting into crazy drama by being with so many women? Um, Let me figure out a guy that I know has been with a lot of women, or a woman that's been with a lot of guys. It's somebody always falls for somebody else, and it just it's always like a miscommunication. I think that happens. Mm. Sharon's asking, what if they get attached? Yeah, women get attached. Well, sometimes because these girls now they act like they don't, but they do. What Carisha say? We go to bed. We go to together real bad. Did he? So Marcus says she was afraid that I would cheat and suggest a threesome when we were dating. She was afraid that you was going to cheat and she suggested a threesome when they were dating. Okay, so did y'all do that? Can we even talk about that on here? You're going to get me in trouble. Oh well. Yeah, so first of all, did you invite another party into your relationship? Me and Demarcus was having a conversation on here a few minutes ago about having an open relationship. I told him I'm not open to it. And he's saying that, so I asked him if he ever had one, and he said that it was suggested that he have a threesome. She suggested that he has a threesome so she doesn't cheat. How do y'all feel about that? That's oh my gosh. Do y'all really want to know my opinion about it? Threesomes. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I should say that on here. You know what? I'm going to be a lady. I said I don't like open relationships. So I don't know. Okay. Listen, we are being real, right? If I was dating a guy and I was really into him, I don't think it's a big deal. Oh my God, I'm getting in trouble. I should take myself off live now. I'm in trouble. Detroit King says, hey, I'm ready to debate you about men having mommy issues. Listen, Detroit Kings, you pick the time and the place because that is a thing. And we can go there. Because I have dated guys. If I ask, are you good with your mother? Um, because they are whiny, they are spoiled. The ones that I have dealt with, the unhealed ones. I'm gonna take it back a little step further and say the unhealed men that have mommy issues, that mother has abandoned them. I feel like they don't, the ones that I have seen, I feel like they don't know how to treat a woman right. And they have a lot of animosity towards women. I will take it there. Sweet Daddy says the older generations did it best, but the age difference was nasty back then also. Yes, there was a lot of older men that dated younger women. And if they were happy, then they were happy. Not the illegal age ones. I'm talking about the ones that maybe was like 25 and 40. That's to me, it's like whatever. Thank you, Detroit Kings. Please hit that like button. Your girl is dying over here, Detroit Kings. OT says these girls now move like a man. You got to stay on your A game. Some of them do, but that's just unhealed trauma, and that's people falling for this fake hype and fluff. There are always women that are still, you know, move like a woman. So it's just where you're finding them at. Of course, you're gonna say that. OT. You don't even want to be tied down, so I don't know. DeMarcus says no. So DeMarcus saying that he did not have the threesome with his woman because he didn't want to. He didn't want her to have insecurities. Yo, I respect that, DeMarcus. Let me find out you're a gentleman, DeMarcus. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, it takes a very strong person, or it takes a lot of trust. I don't think you have a threesome because you don't have trust. Because you're scared the person is going to cheat. Because I think it's going to make the relationship worse. If you're already insecure, why are you going to throw in another situation in the mix? And if you are insecure, then I think you do need to go get um shadow work, take care of yourself. Why am I insecure? Why do I feel this way? Unless the guy or woman has shown you that you are not to be trusted, they're not to be trusted, then that's a whole different situation. But if you are just insecure because you feel like all men cheat, then you really have to work on yourself. I mean, there are big numbers though, but everybody is not, everybody's not everybody. And you hold the person that comes to you the way they come to you. Sweet Daddy says, mommy and daddy issues usually come from split families. Yes. Well, when I say mommy issues, I mean the men that would are abandoned by their mother. Like, let's be very real. That's where the mommy issues come from. The men that if you be like, oh, sorry, but 80s, 90s babies, mommy was strung out on some kind of situation, you know, substance, stuff like that. Um, it traumatizes the kids. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about mommy issues and you're in your mommy's there and stuff like that. I'm talking about the ones that just like split because they had their own situations. Yes, OT. I'm not gonna highlight it because I don't know if I can say that word in here. But ninjas. He's saying older ninjas was picking girls up from schools. And yes, I did see that when I was in high school. You would see the guys driving around with their cars. Like, yo, that is very real. That is very real. And that's I don't even know if it's still going on. But yes. Yes, OT. Like you hit that on the nose. Here we go, Detroit Kings. Listen, I'm a lady. So um he's asking if y'all think, look, I'm gonna deflect on everybody else. If y'all think it's cool to have threesomes, I am going to be a lady. I will say that if I am in a relationship and I am in love and I really don't have a problem pleasing my man. And we'll leave it at that. Gonna get me to be not a lady up on here. Sweet Daddy says, can a successful woman stay with a unsuccessful man? Well, while that man Well, that man being. Oh, how did I get balloons? That's so cool. I don't know. Somebody sent me balloons. That's so cool. That's so weird. Yay. Um, yeah, Sweet Daddy says, okay. Yo, when I see certain stuff, you can't make this up. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who is that just wrote that? Mm, anyway, Sweet Daddy says, can a successful woman stay with a unsuccessful man? Well, that man being her down. Will that man bring her down if they stay together? I'm guessing that's what that comment says. Um you threw me off. Why? I don't know who that is, but you threw me off. um can a successful woman stay with an unsuccessful man? Um no. No. Um no, because a lot of times I think from what I've seen, and these are my opinions, men get resentful. Um you're killing me. I got to know who that is. Um Y'all killing me. I'm sorry. When you see something, it's like, dude, know me. Um, a successful man. Well, that man being her downfall. Yes. Sorry. I think men get resentful when they're not successful and their woman is successful. I can't see that. And then to me, I'm old school. So I like a man being the backbone and stuff like that. So if you're still playing those type of gender roles, then wouldn't that make you feel less than a man for your woman to be successful and you're following in her footsteps? Like if you're playing that gender role, I mean, that just did the complete opposite of what you're trying to do as a man. Now, if he's like concentrating and digging in his work and he's like, he knows I'm gonna be successful, I'm gonna be successful, and he's just grinding, because eventually I do believe you will be what you want to be. Like if you want to be successful and you close yourself off and you just keep going, you will be. But just like laying around or lounging around, I don't see it. I don't know, guy. You got me. Detroit Kings saying he was just asking. I know, Detroit Kings. Thank you, OT, for the balloons. Oh, I know you. Somebody, you can't make this up. That I got you. I know you got me, but I guess I'm gonna get a text later on because I don't know who you are. But I know you. um, OT Long says it's a mystery going on in here. What's a mystery going on? Detroit King said he made him a burner account. No, I don't think it's a burner account. It's just somebody showing love that I just don't know who they are. But somebody's definitely showing love. Uh DeMarcus Van said, how do I feel about divorce parties? I mean, if you want to celebrate it, I guess maybe you had years of trauma. I don't know. People find any reason to have a party. If that's what you like, you like. It's a lot of things that I don't really have many opinions on because I don't really be in everybody else's business. Sometimes I feel like whatever you need to make you happy, then do it. But a divorce, if you want to celebrate, I mean, if that's what made you happy, maybe you was going through something and you're happy you're finally separated, more power to you. More power to you. I'm happy for you. If that's what they like. But again, these I don't even know. Like I said, I feel away with marriage right now only because I'm just watching people struggling, people that want divorces struggling. And then I also see men that get divorces and they have to move back into their parents' house and they're sleeping on the couch. So, okay, you can't make this up. He said, "You have such a good heart. I'm only going to show you support." I know. I just don't know who you are, but I know you know me. So, but I thank you for the love. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Mm, mm, mm. What else? Because he threw me off, y'all. Divorce party. What else? Yeah. See, now you're killing me because now I'm dead. Um, what else y'all want to talk about? Marriages, monogamous. Um, what do y'all feel about? Yes, people hit that like button. Thank you, Sharon. Um, give me something. Older men. I personally like older men. So, which, let me see. Gosh, that's business. Let me see. I need something. Throw me another question, somebody. Please. What about oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. Sweet Daddy, you always showing up in the clutch with a question to keep me going because I be burning out sometimes. He said, some people aren't marriage material. If you've been married more than 3 times, you're gonna kill me. I'm sorry. Some people aren't marriage material. If you've been married more than 3 times, when do you stop looking for Mr. and Mrs. Right? 3 times though? Like, aren't you broke after the second time? And how many times? Like, that's a loaded question. 3 times. I feel like if it's 3 times, you need to work on yourself. I think that there's a lot of stuff that's going on. You're attracting the wrong people if you're not finding Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. And that's pretty much where that is. You got to do some soul searching on yourself before you get married, or maybe you need to just stop getting married and stay single for a while and get to know yourself. Hey, you can't make this up. 870 in the building. I know. I trust me. I know that it's 870. Mm. So, damn, my numbers just jumped up to 40, and y'all not. Yeah. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all hit that like button or whatever. Sharon says, no money equals easy divorce. Yes, that is true. What is marriage for honesty in 2024? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm getting out of the believing in marriage. Like, okay, so back to grown men sleeping on their couch because of a divorce. Divorces cost money. It is a system, and I've seen grown men, and I know it seems like it's like a gender stereotype, but grown men usually end up taking the fall when it comes to divorces. From what I see, for the most part, it is. And DeMarcus says, "How come I'm not monetized with 500 subs?" Thank you, I deserve it, but I need 1,000 subs, DeMarcus. So please hit that subscribe, please, so I can get the 1,000. Um, hold on. Detroit King says men shouldn't want to date a broke woman. You know what? But there's the thing. Some men like to take care of women. Some men like to be the breadwinner. I mean, to each his own, but some men like, okay, so the thing with that is, and that's not necessarily true, because some men don't mind the woman staying home and taking care of their kids. They rather the woman take care of their kids, their woman, the mother of their child taking care of the kids, than somebody else taking care of their kids, like a whole stranger. So I will not never knock a man for marrying down, be, or not marrying down, but marrying a woman that he wants, because he probably So the thing is, if you're like really successful and you're busting your behind all day, every day, sometimes you want to come home to, oh, if a woman is staying home, she better have that dinner done. She better have that house looking good and those kids being clean and taken care of. That is a job in itself. And that's something that you would pay a nanny or a babysitter to do. So if you decide for the woman to stay home, I think it's okay. What's wrong with that? I think that's an even exchange. And the man could come home and just relax, throw stuff on the floor from a hard day. I think sometimes that might even make it easier. But so I don't see a problem if he's dating down if she's giving him what he needs. You can't make this up, says because the judge sides with the caregiver. I'm not a mystery why it's not a mystery why females get custody. Okay, so yeah, I remember I was saying that it seemed like men usually are the ones that end up on the outskirts when there's a divorce and he has to pull himself together. And how do you and then the woman decides, you know what? He's got to date me. He's got to take me out. And he's recovering from a whole divorce. Now he's paying child support. And that is a big blow. Because you're not just gonna bounce, you're not just gonna move out the house and be a whole bachelor unless you're making like bull money because you got expenses you didn't have before. And that child support be hitting. But yes, that is why I think men fall on their behind when it comes to divorces. So they do risk a lot. Detroit King says he just wants to be a simp. I'm not marrying a broke woman. Okay, Detroit, but that's you. And it's not being a simp. It is not being a. So who's going to take care of the kids, Detroit Kings? You're going to have to tell me. We're going to have to revisit that. If you don't want a woman staying home, which again, the woman doesn't have to stay home. I'm just saying for the men that chooses the woman to stay home to take care of their kids, what do you prefer that man to do? Because y'all still paying a babysitter. Y'all paying somebody to take care of the kids. Um, you can't make this up, says she has to do all of that and work. No, I was saying if you had a stay-at-home woman, she has to do all of that because she's staying at home. So her job, to me, is to stay the heck at home and do work and make your life easier when you come home. I think that's a fair trade. I don't think that's asking for too much if that's the woman. But if you're a working woman, then sorry, y'all got to split everything. Then he could get his hands dirty. He could cook and clean just like you could cook and clean. If y'all want to mix all of that, that's fine too. I'm just saying, if a woman is stuck at home and the man wants to be the breadwinner and take care of the house, then woman, you cook clean. You make that man's life easy. When he comes home, please give him a massage, cater to him, make the world like take the burden of whatever happened at work and make him come home to a loving, caring house. I think that's a fair trade-off. Um DeMarcus says, do you believe in a home husband? DeMarcus, I already told you. I am not into I'm into the old stereotype. I love a old-fashioned man. I like a strong man. I like to be a feminine, soft woman. No, I ain't coming home to no man sitting at home being a stay-at-home man. No. No. Okay. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. There ain't nothing more less attractive for me than a man laying on his behind, his ass. Like if I'm busting my butt at work and I come home and he's lounging, not to mention an ideal man laying on his butt all day, he's probably sleeping and bringing women up in that house too. I'm just saying, he got all the time in the world while his woman is slaving away. Yeah, please hit that subscribe button so I can grow and get monetized. I got like 500 to go, and I'm on a mission. But I'm old school. Yes, nope. No, 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 no. I cannot come home to a man and he's sitting there late. You want me to sleep with that? What? is. That's crazy. I gotta sleep with that. After you wouldn't acted all like I do gender roles. Yes, to me, it's being like soft like a female. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. No, I like masculine men. No, no, no. I am not. And you will get the disrespect. Yes. Okay. So sometimes you're gonna feel that energy. You're gonna feel me have a dislike for you. I'm not gonna look at you as a man. You like your opinion is really not gonna matter that much because you might as well just put a bonnet on your head, please. OT says that's some 1600 stuff. People got married back in the day for a reason to build wealth and was usually arranged. Too many broke people getting married and having kids. Okay, OT, but you do know other cultures still have arranged marriages, right? And there are other cultures that still have the stay-at-home mom. Let's not and yes, they are building wealth. And a lot of wealthy men have stay-at-home women. So I don't know. I think it's something OT you want to revisit. My Detroit King says my wife can stay home, but not a random woman I'm dating. She has to have money. Oh, Detroit. We're not talking about taking care of every just random woman. Yes, your wife, your love, your the mother of your kids. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no just random woman. Come on. I ain't asked you to boil out of control. DeMarcus says, Amina, do you believe in household husband? No, we already said that. Household husband. Wait, what do you mean by household husband? If you're talking about him staying home, be a stay-at-home husband. No. No. I told you that. No. That's still unattractive to me. You can't make this up, says. How do men expect women to take care of children and work? We ain't gonna do that. We are not gonna do that. Um, he can be a work from home dad. A work from home dad, okay. Die Rich says he could be at home, a work from home. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't work from home, but like if you're like making some kind of bread, but he was saying something about the man being at home, a stay-at-home dad. Again, I'm against it. That's my views on it. Sweet Daddy says some men can't lead and some women can't be submissive. That's true. That's true. A lot of women these days can't be submissive, and a lot of men these days can't lead. Why is that? But that's what I'm saying. But I believe in gender roles. So any man that I get with he's gonna have to be a leader because I want to be soft. And you see how commanding I am. So he's gotta be like better than me with that. What? Somebody Sharon said, what's wrong with an arranged marriage? That is what she wants. I mean, that's why I said some people do arranged marriages. Some people do it in their culture. They still do it. That's not that still exists. Sweet Daddy says you can't have two chiefs in the same household. I know, but that's why I know how to lay back and be submissive. I like to be it. I like to be the feminine. That's why I said I want to you know, give my man back massages when he comes in and stuff like that. I like listening to R&B. I like being soft. I like that whole thing. I like to be in my feminine aspect. But if he can't lead, he's not going to I'm not going to want to give him a massage. How about that? I'm not going to want to treat him like a man. I like treating a man like a man. He's trying to beat the game though. I don't know what that means. Um Household husband. Detroit Kings, yes, household husband is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not for me. It's not for me. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do with that? I can't even think of nothing I would do with that. We wouldn't even be together. We wouldn't be together with a man that thinks like that. To me. Steve says, if that's how you feel, that's fine. I respect the woman holding down the home front. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily the stay-at-home wife, but but that's because I like my own money. So, and I got goals. I got a lot of goals. I got a lot of dreams, and but I have high standards and stuff like that. But I still, y'all going quick now. Die Rich says, yes, he definitely feels me with that. Cause I'm still trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with a stay-at-home husband. Yo, somebody please tell me what you do with that. Okay, OT. He says he supports arranged marriages. Okay. Steve says arranged marriages that makes both parties happy, builds a strong bond. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some work, some don't. I mean, that's cultured. And but that culture is usually okay. So let me tell you about other people's cultures. Usually the people that do arranged marriages, it's so weird. You know what they do? Um, sorry guys, but not really the black community. And I think we should work on this. I'm nosy, so I'll be paying attention to other people, right? So I was looking at these big, beautiful house, right? And like usually the mansions and stuff like that. Anyway, there was this guy. I think they were Indian, and they was all living together. They had the house divided and everything. And their belief is that they all stay together. It could be like 20, 30 of them in the house. But all right, nah, but check this out. 20 or 30 people in a house, you got to do the math. How much are you paying for rent? You sit there, you probably figure you paying maybe $200 a month. So you taking all your money and you're saving it and you're stacking it. And when they move out, child, they buy that house in cash. They don't have mortgages. They're not paying high interest rates. The money keeps going in the family. And that's why their houses stay bigger and bigger. But that's something I don't know why. But in our community, they like, oh, they 18 years old. Bye. You grown. I suffered. You gotta suffer. See, that's that generational curse. Mm, did I stop it? Oh, I stopped it. Detroit. Okay, Die Rich. Die Rich says, I think all men can lead. No, but it's where they're going is the problem. Yo, Die Rich, I am not, I'm going to agree to disagree because all men can't lead. And yes, where they're going, some people, yes, some people will lead you right in a ditch, but not all men are commanding. Oh my gosh. I cannot highlight it, but you can't make this up. So how do you feel about some men complaining a lot? Uh, please watch our language. You're gonna get me kicked off of YouTube. Um, I think do I gotta yeah, so watch our languages. Um, how do I feel about men complaining a lot though? I don't like, you know what? I'm not a complainer. So no, I don't expect a man to complain. It's a certain trait. It's a loser trait to always complain. Sorry, you're gonna make me. I have been dealt the worst hands in life sometimes, and I never complain. And because everybody is going to have some kind of negative default. Everybody's gonna go through something. Like the rug is gonna get snatched from under you, and that is just it's just how you handle it. And I don't blame anybody else. I don't take that power from anybody. They say people can fall in love. Okay, so Sharon is like, yeah, I've heard that with arranged marriages. She said they say some people can fall in love over time. Yeah, that happens. Steve says, yes, I agree with you, Steve. We got to build generational wealth in our community. And that's how they do it. You don't sit there and kick your child out because they're 18. You teach them how to make money. You let them pay a certain amount, like a little bit. Because, oh, let me tell you, my mother, I was 16 years old. And I had a little job at McDonald's and I had to pay her rent. So, and mind you, I'm going to school with holes in my clothes. Do you know what I did? I'm going to school, broken heel, getting laughed at because I'm looking a mess. And my little money that I worked so hard for, my little McDonald's money, I gotta pay, you gotta pay me rent. This is the real world. So guess what? You're gonna have like maybe $30 after all of that. You going to school, kids laughing at you. Oh, you got to be wearing this and that. Child, I dropped out and went to work. Went to work to McDonald's for a future. Dropped out of school. Please don't do that to your children. Please don't do that. Teach them how to build and grow and stuff like that. Like, dude, McDonald's wasn't gonna save my life. No, no disrespect if you working in McDonald's. But I left a higher education to get caught up because I needed more money. So I could buy myself something decent. So I could look nice a little bit. Come on. Don't do that to your children. DeMarcus said the household husband could take care of the kids like the housewife did back in the day. DeMarcus, I'm putting you on timeout. Not really, but I'm ignoring you for a little bit. We done with this house husband. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna really get banned off of YouTube if I say it. But I was gonna say, I want to say it, but I can't say it. But you know that guy that be standing in a corner watching their woman, that men talk to their woman. I don't know if y'all can read between my lines, but the men that be standing in the corner watching men talk to their woman, that's what you making them sound like right now. I don't know. Whoever got that, because I'm trying to be as PG as possible. Yeah. Listen, everybody, yes, but you can't let everybody. She said, I'm saying they can lead, but they might not be good at it. Yeah, you got to have a qualification to lead because I don't know. OT said, I don't believe in that. I ever have goods. They could stay home until they financially stable. You can't feed your kids to wolves. Yeah, he said, all right. So I was talking about kicking the kids out when they're young. Yeah, he was saying he don't believe in that. If Yeah, they could stay home. Okay. Yeah, stay at home so they're financially, but you have to teach them that they can't use it as they can't do nothing either. Like if they're staying home, they're building towards wealth. But you just gotta lead from example. But yes, I was kicked out. And then when I didn't have rent money, I was homeless at 16 years old. But it is a blessing to me because never again. Never again. And I don't depend on nobody. So and I am the woman I am because like nobody's gonna pull a rug on from under me. I'm good. Um okay, yes, Detroit Kings. Detroit Kings, we don't agree with a lot of stuff, but you got me with that. He says some women won't allow men to lead though. That's true. But and a lot of women are single too. Oh, Steve, I can't say these words, but you read my yeah. Okay, somebody could read through what I'm saying. Um, you can't make this up. Say you need to raise your daughter different than your son. Daughters stay in the crib forever, and the son you need to get him ready to leave by 18. Your son needs to be built up so he can leave. Okay, no, you do have to build your son up. However, the world is cold, and like I know a lot of men, they be like, nobody's coming to save you. Now, you kick your son up at 18. You gotta elaborate on that because then what do you want him to do? You want him to struggle? Can't you teach him financially, like if he's putting aside money or maybe even paying you a little bit of money that you're putting aside to build him for a house or something like that? I'm just saying, or like at the basement apartment or something, or do something while he's going to school. Because if you kick him out too early, he's going to be struggling. Because look at rent. How much is rent? Unless you want him to stay in a room and stuff like that. I mean, I'm saying I've seen people get wealthy because they stay home and they pay a little bit of money and they're building themselves up, but they have to be building themselves up. Yes, the market said, Amina, you grew up too fast and you were not even 18. Yes. Yes. DeMarcus, that's why I said I've been through a lot. Like, no joke. So that's why I said I could talk about it. I have lost everything a million times over and I gain it back, but I am my own woman. And that is why I am confident or whatever, because I know nobody can take nothing away from me. Oh, Phil Brown said I look amazing. Thank you, Phil. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will take compliments. I'll take subs too. Please subscribe. um he said he will preserve but raise him that way. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't believe in just kicking your kid out anymore because I've seen what it did to me. So but I am very strong. So I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I've seen people make millionaires off of not kicking a kid out too early. Sharon says our children are our future and an investment. Yes. And Steve said that's why we need to find the right person for us. If I need a strong woman to lead, that's what I look for and don't settle. I wouldn't be a stay-at-home dad, so I don't look for a woman that wants that. I mean, I get it. So, Steve, the thing is, I get people that want a stay-at-home woman only because they rather their woman raise their kids than strangers do. So if financially you have it, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I don't see a problem with it. Um oh, gosh. I mean, you can't make that upset. You're a different female. I mean, there are a lot of females that I want to say that are like me because I have friends and I hang around like minded people. So, it is what it is. Um, Women don't lead, they suggest. Okay. Women don't lead, they suggest. I can take the lead in a suggestive way. I mean, you get a little nice and gentle, and I would love for you to clean the gutters. It would make me just so happy, and I'll just be so thankful. That's leading in a suggestive way. Yes, Sharon says it sounds reasonable to me, and childcare is very expensive. Yes, that is so true. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even upset with it. At the rate childcare is, you can have a stay-at-home mom, depending if you can afford it. But if you can't and y'all both got goals, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm strong too and I work. So I'm just saying I'm not knocking the stay-at-home moms. Yes, I am knocking the stay-at-home dads. I am knocking. Steve said a strong woman can have the right answers, relationships, and partners. Yes, that is true. Let me see what you're saying, Marcus. If you are with someone for a while and 1 month later you're not, is she with another man? What do you mean by that, Marcus Robinson? And 1 month later you're not? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, that's up to the person. I couldn't answer that. However, guys, it has come to that time. I don't want to waste your guys' time. I have been on for like an hour and a half. Oh shoot. No, I've been on for like 2 hours. Oh my gosh. But anyway, please, y'all hit that subscribe button, show your love, show your support. And I thank you for hanging out with me, Amina Rose, and you enjoy. Um, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be here Wednesday, 7:30, same time, same place. Thank you guys.